Now, in the last 20 years, I've seen companies both big and small make the same costly mistakes when it comes to environmental compliance. And these mistakes don't just lead to fines. They invite government scrutiny and could end up crippling a business. So in this series, I'm sharing my top 7 observations for what goes wrong in a company and what you should be doing instead. Now let's start with the biggest misconception I see, which is when a company has an attitude of, I got this. So many companies think they're covered because they have in-house compliance staff or they hire outside consultants. But here's the problem. Consultants are often brought in for specific tasks like reporting. They rely on the information you give them. They're not monitoring your operations daily. So miscommunication happens and responsibilities get blurred and violations can slip through the cracks. And even your internal compliance teams can fall behind. Regulations don't just change in one place. They often are referencing other statutes and policies. So if those evolve, your policies might be out of date without even realizing it. And then there's staffing turnover. Someone leaves, goes on vacation, someone new steps in, and suddenly your critical compliance steps are being missed, and your systems break down, and your policies get lost, and no one notices until you get the notice of violation or the threat of a lawsuit. So here's the advice. Do not assume your compliance is automatic. Make sure that number 1, the roles and responsibilities with your consultants are crystal clear. Number 2, your team is tracking all regulatory changes, not just the obvious ones, and they're actually following the systems you have in place. And number 3, have a solid succession plan in place so nothing falls through the cracks just because you have staffing turnover. Because the worst thing you can say when violations happen is, I thought we had this covered. So stay compliant, keep your eyes open, and avoid costly mistakes. And in my next video, I'm going to tackle another major compliance pitfall. So join us then.